Good morning, good morning, good morning. So this is December 21st, 2022, the winter solstice. Tomorrow is my mother's 91st birthday. Throwing a party. And this day is for you. I'm looking forward to working with you. Please do say hello when you get here. And if you have a question for me that you want me to channel on, please write it in the comments. I'm recording this on Facebook, my private group called Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. Soul Consciousness, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. That's the theme of this group, and I'd love to help you bring forth your soul consciousness. I'm going to close my door. So whether you see this here on Facebook or you see this on YouTube, I would love to know that you're here. I'd love to know that you tuned in, and I would love to answer your questions, channel your questions. Usually the guides take us through some kind of guided meditation or something to get our energy organized. And when we do this on Wednesdays, and that will be coming up here in a minute. I'm not getting the go ahead just yet, so I'm not going ahead until they tell me to do that. I'll see who tunes in. I want to tell you about two things. Friday at 8:30, if I'm correct. Let me take a look here. Friday is the new moon, and I want you to be part of 8:30 here on Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook group. I'm going to be doing a new moon ceremony, a ritual to bring in the new moon, and it's a great time to lay out what your intentions are, and for the next period of time between the new moon and the full moon, and to let go of whatever it is you want to let go of. It's free right now for this Friday, the 23rd at 8:30 in the morning Pacific time. And so that's something you can tune into. Be about half an hour to an hour at the most. And I think it's really important that we start adding some rituals into our lives. We have some busy lives that are mostly predicated on what do I have to do next for the kids, for the shopping, for the cleaning. Do I have to, get my car service? Do I need to, put up a Facebook announcement? Do I need to get this or that done? And so rituals help organize our energy and focus our lives in some kind of base of spirit, of spirituality, and help us live in that spirituality. And I want to help you be part of that. And I'm adding more ritual to my life. So guess what? You're part of it. Anyhow, I'm really looking forward to seeing you on that 8:30 a.m. Pacific time on Friday here on Soul Consciousness. Rebecca Donald, good morning, dearest. You are dedicated. Good morning. So I'm also getting ready to open in January a membership portal that is all about bringing forth soul consciousness and working with the material in my book of the same name. I'll be releasing one chapter a month, and I will both provide you with the text as well as I'm recording an audio of each chapter, And with each chapter, there's some kind of homework or questions to answer. The second chapter is all about how to open your Akashic records, and so that you can work with the material in the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness book even more effectively, because the material just comes alive. It's channeled by the Akashic beings of light. So we are working in the Akasha, and it will be all about that and helping you to work in the energy of your soul. Good morning, Stephanie. Oh, uh, I, I'm so honored to be here with my friends and my pals. I'm gonna turn my phone notices off. Thank you. Great. There we go. Anyway, so the portal will give you a chapter a month, a weekly get together, working with the material in the chapter. Maybe it's a discussion that might be helping you answer the questions in each chapter, or since chapter 2 is all about how to open the Akashic records, it will be more assistance on working in the Akashic records and how you can do that effectively, and with confidence. And every month there will be in the portal, I'm moving all the full moon and new moon ceremonies to happening inside the portal. And you can win a reading in there. And gosh, there's so many more things I want to, I'm offering in there. It's like 5 or 6 things. So it's it'll be $100 a month to be a member of the portal. And we just do it together. It's much more fun if we do it together. Good morning, Shannon. Welcome to you. So I would love to have you be members of the portal. Good morning. Happy solstice to you. Oh, have a good day at work, Shannon. Bless you for stopping in. I appreciate that. So that's where a lot of my focus is going to be for 2023, is working through this portal and bringing you things through this membership portal that are of value to you. And so I can help you. And I know that the idea is for us to be able to live productive lives and be able to flow from a thought or a feeling to the next moment, thought or feeling, or the next moment's thought and feeling, go be able to flow one to the next, make it easy with you, for you. And when we have that flow, there's no barbed wire like snagging us on that feeling like I've got to be attached. I got to figure it out. I got to sort it out. I got to communicate with that person. There are those moments, those events that happen in life. Good morning, Ashley Pennebaker. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. When I get stuck on a barbed wire of a feeling, then I'm there. And it's like, that's all my mind wants to chew on, is I'm going to figure this out. And the idea is to be as loose and unattached to those momentary feelings, things that bother you, that the mind wants to attach to, but you don't necessarily think it needs that much attention. And we're going to listen to that inner part that says, maybe this doesn't need that much attention, or maybe this is something I'm just going to put in the divine's pile and you deal with it, great creatress, because this is something I can't deal with right now. I don't think I'm in good enough shape to see objectively or lovingly what I need to do or how I need to be about this. So I'm pushing it over into the pile that the divine handles. Like, I handle my stuff, feed myself, get a good night's rest, get some exercise. I'm going to work on that even more, finish the working on the book, all those things. That's in my arena of what I have to take care of. And then there's the other stuff, which I push into the great creatress as well, because she knows what to do. The other thing I do is when I get stuck on emotional barbed wire, I bring in my soul's light. I embody my soul's light. And so in my world, there is an eighth chakra that's the soul chakra. And that is a brilliant, okay, they're telling me to go ahead and take us through that. All right. I'm going to start channeling now. By the power of divine light within us, I call forth that being inside of you, that soul inside of you, that soul who created you as a physical presence on the planet, that soul who is experiencing itself through you. I call forth the light that you are and the soul light that is coming through you. And there is a spark of light in each cell in your body that reflects the light of your soul, that is the light of your soul. Your body knows the light. It recognizes itself as light. And it recognizes itself as being made by the soul and in the likeness of the divine, whom we call the great creatress. And so if you will focus for a moment on the eighth chakra, the soul chakra, get a sense of that light, the light of your soul, the light of your truest true nature, your truest you, unfettered by your history, not weighed down by yesterday's events or fears about tomorrow. Your soul is energy, and it knows that it belongs to the great creatress, the divine, the all that is. Your soul knows its origins as light, a spark of the divine, fitting in like a puzzle piece into her wholeness. And as you are aware of the light of your soul in that eighth chakra, open the crown chakra and allow the light of your soul to pour itself into the crown chakra. And from there, filling your head, all the sections and capacities of the brain filling with the light of the soul, your eyes, your sinuses, your teeth, your jaws, your hair, the muscles in your scalp, the light of your soul filling the base of your skull and the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the elbows, forearms, and palms. The light of your soul moving into the lungs, the heart, the spine, and every vertebrae in the spine is lighting up with your soul's light. Your soul's light is taking on a shimmer. The light is in motion of itself and in motion in your body. And each cell in your body is celebrating the reunification of it with the light of your soul. And the rib cage is filled with light. Your skin is filled with light. Your trunk organs are filled with light. The stomach, the digestive system, the liver, the kidneys, the spleen, the gallbladder, the lower intestines. Your reproductive organs, base of the spine, the tailbone, your buttocks, your pelvis, all the bones are filled with light. The bones of your hip sockets, your thighs, your calves, your feet. All muscles, all fascia, and the entire blood system as it circulates throughout your body is also circulating with the light of your soul. Alive, healthy. And now the light of your soul being all of your body, reflecting out and reflecting in. You can ground the light of your soul into the center point of Mother Earth, the balance point, so that you too are balanced and stable as your human self interacts with this light of your soul. And this is what we would call embodying your soul's light. And every time you embody your soul's light, you become connected to the great creatress. It's as if there is a small you in the center of a very large circle, very small you. Then a slightly larger circle that is your soul. And then all of you is encircled within and without by the great creatress, the divine herself, as she holds you steady, as she loves you, as she assists you, and as the great creatress lets you know that what you want, she also wants for you. Steadiness, calm, focus. And every time you worry, you fill yourself with your soul's light. You embody your soul's light. And remember that you are inside of the great creatress. You are connected to her life force energy and to her divine will for you. But you know that she has created your soul with certain purposes, especially the ones that are to be executed in this life. Purposes to be fulfilled. And as you are that purpose, you are unified with your soul, single focus, divinely inspired, taking action when you know it's time to take action, when the energy is right. And there is nothing that could possibly be an obstacle when the divine has sourced this action, this energy that fulfills your soul's purposes. It may be one small step on a long journey, but you are unified, your personality and body, unified with your soul, and unified with the great creatress, the divine. Stephanie Ansley Miller writes in, I keep feeling like I'm already lighted up. Never usually feel or see myself in that way. What a shift. Maybe it's denial. Well, if it's denial, I'm with you. And I think it's a great place to be. I'd just as soon be in that kind of denial than in one that's got me down in the dumps and feeling useless and helpless. I would say don't doubt it. Take the ride. Enjoy what you are experiencing. Don't let your mind contaminate your pure experience of being the light. We're in a potent time. The planets, the moon, the solstice. And it's important at this time that we celebrate what we have and not what we don't have. But we must also give to others. We must also share the light that we are. Be that light as we go about our day. Embody it. Stay very tightly true to the moment. And as soon as you get out in the future or muck about in the past, bring yourself back to the present moment where you are a light with the soul, unified, bonded, embodied by your soul and the great creatress. Sierra says, taking action. Where did it go? going to get that back up. Is something that she feels when it's ripe. She can tell. And that's true. You can tell. You can feel it. Facebook is doing funny things, so I can't see all the comments. If I can get them. Big screen here. Taking action and waiting for timing is something I truly feel. And Sierra, you're so right. It's when the energy's right, it's like the doors are open, the windows are open. There's nothing holding you back. There's no reason to be restrained, to doubt. It's wonderful. So Leah Rubin Bowden says, thank you for giving voice to the uplifting truth. Happy solstice, sister. Thank you so much. I wish you a happy solstice too, sister. Stephanie says, I'm continuing to brighten more, but lovely not to see myself as in darkness. You know, the light is within us. We're created by this light, and we forget. We think we're not filled with that. We think that we're, dripping with character defects and mistakes and if onlys and all that kind of stuff. And we're not. The divine doesn't see us that way. Your soul certainly doesn't see you that way. Your soul adores you. Your soul adores you. And I think it bears repeating that your soul adores you. There's nothing you can do to chase off your soul. There's nothing you can do to be completely disconnected or for your soul to reject you. And there's nothing that you can do that the divine would reject you as well. You're innocent. You're created to be exactly as you are. You're created to experience what you're experiencing. This is apparently what was necessary as far as your soul was concerned in developing this agenda for your lifetime, that it's for you to experience, and that it helps the soul evolve and it helps your personality evolve. It's wonderful. It's exactly in alignment with what the divine has for you. And I know that Christine Miller is, or Christina Rose, excuse me, is not here right now with us online, but I'm going to answer her question anyway. She's asking, what does she have to do in order to shake this self-doubt and stand in what she knows. And she knows that she is embraced and held and supported by her ancestors and great beings of light and her tribal orientation. And it's true. This is a time to trust. When your mind starts dishing up self-doubt, just say thank you and choose to stand in the light of your soul, to be filled with the light of your soul, to embody the light of your soul, and know that you are also embodying the light of the divine, because the divine is everywhere. It's already in you, around you. And somebody else is saying, I'm feeling divine. Oh, I love hearing that. That's great. Wonderful. I'm continuing to brighten more, but lovely not to see myself in darkness. That's great. I love hearing this from you all. Stephanie says she's feeling divinely blessed, loved, completely, perfectly imperfect. Thank you. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You know, the only way we can screw it up is not to trust that we are being led for our highest good in the highest way. The light is working on our behalf. There's an expression, I think I learned it from Ilyana, forget what her last name is. She was on Oprah Winfrey about 24 years ago. And she said, for every step towards the light I take, the light takes 10 steps towards me. And I would even venture to say, for every step I take towards the light takes 100 steps towards me. Or even for every step towards the light I take, the light is me. Because we are, that is our origin, that is what we exude, that's what we run on, is light and energy. And we're all just trying to find our way back into the lap of the great creatress. Sometimes I envision myself sitting in the lap of the great creatress, like a happy child, just in the lap, not doing anything, not being anything protective or outstanding or ambitious, just sitting in the lap of the great creatress. She's very content to have me sit there, belonging. She could be mothering me. She just has me in her energy. I love your participation, everyone. It's just beautiful. Thank you so much. Greetings and welcome again from the Akashic beings of light. As you gather in groups, your light is augmented. Your light sparks the light of the person next to you and the person next to them and the person next to them. And pretty soon, the whole world is alight, heart to heart, wanting exactly the same things, being exactly the same things, caring about exactly the same things, human to human, soul to soul. The great creatress has us all in her lap. The entire planet is in the lap of the great creatress. And in that, we are one. We are one. We have the right to be happy here, to be content, to enjoy the moment. And the more moments that we actually inhabit fully and completely, the more fulfilled we are, the less fear, the less scrambling, the less efforting and trying, the less muscling we have to do in life. The more that we align ourselves with the great creatress, her divine will for us, the easier it is. And we walk from one moment to the next, and all our needs are cared for. Our needs are met. For she is the source of our supply, our happiness, our joy. And we are supplied from an infinite well of love, so that we fill up, and it is from our overflow that we give to others. And that is why it's important to embody your soul's light, to be in the light every day, even for just a speck of a moment. Fill the inner well with spiritual light. Then we have plenty to give. Enough for each moment. We have what we need to produce our soul's purposes. Stephanie says, I can forgive myself for my many mistakes, fumbles, and faults. I move toward unconditional love for myself and then also for others. And you can inhabit unconditional love. You are unconditional love. You are loved unconditionally by your soul and the divine. Sirius says, I love the image of sitting with the great creatress, very peaceful and comforting, very healing as well. It organizes our energy, Sierra, to sit in her lap. For we cannot be anything other than what she created, and what the divine creates is perfect. So you're perfect. Stephanie's perfect. Christina Rose is perfect. Ashley Pennebaker is perfect. Shannon Altman Hood is perfect the way she is. Your children are perfect. Your tormentors are perfect. They came here to play their part in your life. And your love, your heart is so full of light right now. There's nothing you can do but love them unconditionally for fulfilling that which you ask them to do. And that's it for today. We thank the great creatress for love, protection, and healing received today. We thank the Akashic beings of light for guidance. And we thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their wisdom and direction. The divine portal and the Akashic records are now closed. Amen. Thank you, everyone. You are blessed. And hopefully I'll see you on Friday at 8:30 in the morning here for the new moon ritual. Let's work on our intentions for the new moon ritual. Powerful right now, really powerful time to do it. All right, I love you very much. Thank you. Okay. And do say hello and subscribe and like if you enjoyed this.